Death Valley Clemson Memorial Stadium. First month of the season, teams starting to take shape, find out what they can do, and we will learn more here in Week 3. It's the North Carolina Tar Heels and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, this kind of matchup is always a challenge. Coach told me bringing a team in here on the road can be hard. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Tar Heels offense will have the football first. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did. He was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Right, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup, and, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
The Tar Heels peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking for a man, it's Edwards. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. Trying play action. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To the air on 2nd down. Fakes to grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Tar Heels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The give out of the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Back to pass, it's Edwards. Under fire, and down he goes.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at him. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
And the Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. So the Clemson Tigers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun.
Turning it on! Steps out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 31, and that is the way to get yourself a little daylight.
And it's plays like that that galvanize a home crowd. Just listen to this place right now. It was an awesome job on the scramble, getting what he could get, breaking free, and creating an explosive play. But this is where the home field advantage really kicks in. You get this crowd and this volume rocking, man, they are hard to beat at home when they sound like that.
One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Might have a chance. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Clemson now operating in the red zone. Trying to run, it's Haynes. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Firing to the right, complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Zings it complete to the right. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run it on first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Looking downfield, it's Rose. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but...
Touchdown, Tiger! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
This offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Down by a touchdown, and we'll see if they can get on the board with this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. To the air, it's Rose. Left side, Wesco makes the grab. Open space at the 25. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, that didn't take long. I mean, they started off this drive with great field position, and that's critical for this football team because of the players they have offensively. If you can get them the ball back at that area of the field,
There's a crease. They make the stop, and a nifty move to pick up 9 on that one. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Off the play fake. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Set for the point after. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line and pick up a 6. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Got it. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. They've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every...
Snags it, and there's running room. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the sophomore running back there taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Pulls it on the option. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Gets it into the end zone. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and, man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Looks it in at the 40. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Edwards. Finds his man, it's Thurman. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Clock stops, we have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And the Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
On 1st down from their own 22. He goes right back to the air. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the wideout. from the gun, the ground game. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And now a chance to pull even. First and goal as we get late in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. Before they snap the ball on second down, timeout is called. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Maybe didn't like that play call on 3rd and 2. Instead, they'll call a timeout. And he's in. Touchdown, North Carolina.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the point after is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Rose. Fires to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Looking for room at the 40. They believe in this running game, and he's out across the 40 to the 43 before going out of bounds. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Oh, sticks that big mitt up there and grabs it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll reach for a 53-yarder and have to guide it in with precision from the right side. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 7 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's the Seminoles with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course. So how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now back to your game in Death Valley. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. Time to see how things play out the rest of the way as we send it back to our guys in Death Valley.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. After that last play, there is a Clemson Tiger slow to get up. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll open the second half on the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Rose. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man down the middle. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Fires to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. On the run, fires downfield. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air, it's Edwards. Throws for the tight end. Finds his man, it's Thurman. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. It's a 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Washington. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. After that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The screen, he can go. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. The Tar Heels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. drive in his 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Edwards. Lets it fly. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Dead center perfect. And after the 3-spot guys, we're all tied up.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Bringing the heat. Trying to make something happen. Got his man downfield. And tackled there by the defense. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. So 1st down will open up the final period. Wide receiver going in motion. To the ground with the back. Got a little grass. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. He's in open space downfield. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The handoff to Johnson. Got enough for the 1st. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down. Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway. And in business. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. So the big turnover, the interception, setting up this offense in a tie game with a chance to drive for the go-ahead score. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. From the gun, give on the inside. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the option, he keeps it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible for the quarterback. He goes and gets him, sits him on the ground, creates a tackle.
He's got it at the 30. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. They keep count of their number of explosive plays, and that last one has them set up 1st and 10 at the 19. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Edwards. Got his man on the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Running the red zone, it's Hall. They're going to mark him down, and where that spot is looks as if it's going to be just a hair short of the 1st down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now they regain the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead, they just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights. All of the pressure, all the eyeballs on him, he delivered.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Complete in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Quarterback now breaking the field. Hit as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Gets it to him on the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's complete. Touchdown, Clemson. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Edwards. Fires quickly. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
I love the decision-making by the quarterback here. You're trailing. It's a 2-minute situation. You're not just throwing to receivers, but you're trying to find matchups that your tight end could take advantage of. With his athleticism, he's a big weapon for you in this 2-minute situation.
And the Tar Heels have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Pressure coming, and they got it.
And that's a really nice job by this defense. 2nd down is super short, probably expecting some kind of run, but stayed disciplined, played the pass, did a great job in the secondary, got the sack, and made this 3rd down a lot more fun on their end.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. North Carolina will call its second timeout. Looking downfield on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got the back in the middle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more.
The offense coughs it up. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
This defense knows that turnovers win games. And here in this 2-minute situation with the lead, they've got a chance to shut the door if they can create one, and they did it right there. Great job getting that ball on the ground and then being there to fall on top of it. They're going to leave here with a W.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team is incredibly mentally tough right now, baby.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks. And you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're